What's up, everybody? My name is Lataya Wells. I am the multifaceted mom. This is featuring Lila, my youngest. Hey girl, hey. Today I am going to talk about November goals, y'all. So November is going to be such an amazing month for multiple reasons, right? One, because it's a new month. We love a new month. We love a fresh start, even though every day is a fresh start. So don't wait till the month is over or the week is over. Every single day, honestly, every hour is a fresh start. However, it's a new month starting tomorrow. I'm super excited because this month I am taking my first mom solo vacation. Really it's my first solo vacation, but since I'm a mom, we're gonna just add that in there as well. And yeah, I am super excited. I'll be exposing the location soon, so don't worry. So my first, let me just reflect on October. So in October, my October goals were, I would say I accomplished most of them except working out 4 to 5 times a week. Like, I think that my sweet spot right now is 3 times. And honestly, it's a huge push to work out 3 times a week because working out involves like taking my it don't always have to involve this, but it involves like taking my kids to the gym, to the kids club, Lori tantrums, leaving the kids club. And I don't really always feel like doing that. Sometimes I just want to get off work and I just want to relax after work with my girls. So yeah, that's probably the only goal that I didn't accomplish, which was the 4 to 5 times a week. So we're gonna just make some adjustments this month. So here we go. So I have my laptop here just so I can make sure that I do not forget. I have about 11 goals, y'all. So bear with me. Oh, yeah, get up, baby. So bear with me. One is to spend time with God every day. So I did that somewhat in October. I would say I got better towards the end of October. So spending time with God could look differently for everybody, but for me personally, I like to just start my morning off watching or listening to Joel Osteen, who is a quite well-known preacher. He has podcasts literally every single day. It's kind of funny because growing up, my mom listened to Joel Osteen, and I used to just be like, girl, like, why are we listening to this? So the fact that I'm like listening to this is kind of just hilarious, and I actually love Joel Osteen. So I'm happy because I'm maturing in my faith, where I used to only want to watch like Black people, Michael Todd, Sarah Jakes, but I'm kind of expanding to y'all, she's literally only 6 months. So wow. But I'm literally just expanding to listen to other people because I do think that God has a word through way more people than just 2 people, you know? So my second goal is to work out 3 times a week. Again, the 4 times did not work for me. While I can work out at home, I prefer to go to the gym because then that way I don't have to deal with, for one, I work from home. So I'm literally at home like 40 hours a week. So working out at home is just like, I prefer to get out the house. And I work out at the YMCA and they have a kids club. So I would say like 3 times a week is like the sweet spot. Last week it was a push to work out, but I think that I did like Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, which I think Saturday is actually a really good day to work out because we're not doing anything for the rest of the day. So yeah, 3 times a week. Meal prep weekly. Now this is where I started to slip up, y'all. So usually I meal prep just because I don't like to cook every day. but I've been slacking off for various reasons. Just being too busy, feeling just prioritizing cleaning over meal prepping, and single mom vibes. Like, you have very limited time, and honestly, let's just hold myself accountable. Like, I just been BSing and I could do better. So meal prep weekly. My number 4 is Starbucks only on the weekend. So I've been doing better with not getting Starbucks, because I was fixing my coffee, like 10 cups of coffee for the week. So I'll have some for like during the week. But recently I started slipping up again. That's a part of that meal prep piece that I really want to improve on. And yeah, meal prepping and meal prepping my coffee per se is something that I need to just do better with, period. Because Starbucks every day, y'all wouldn't believe what my Starbucks budget used to be. Like, I think I spent like $280 in 1 month on Starbucks one time, and I'm just like, this in my head, I'm like, dang, that's not really bad. But then when you think about like real life bills that you actually need, necessities, I'm spending $280 on coffee. Like, something is not right here. That's a shame. So my number 5 is no eating after 9 o'clock. So while some people do 7, 8, I know a lot of people's like time is different. 9 may seem late, but a lot of times I'm staying up till 11, 12 sometimes, like doing my homework after the girls go to sleep. So 9 o'clock is like that sweet spot for me. But honestly, meal prepping is gonna really help with that, because if I already have the food ready, I should be eating like way earlier than that. So I really wanna just get my life together. Number 6 is stick to my budget and my vacation budget. So I usually budget every single paycheck. I get paid twice a month, which I highly do not recommend. Like 0 out of 10. And I just really want to do better with sticking to my budget, because a lot of times when you get paid twice a month, you might go through 2 different weekends of not getting paid, so you have to have this like extra spending money, and I don't do well with that. Like, I might budget my spending money for one weekend, and then the next weekend I'm just like praying my card don't get declined. Like, yeah. I also stopped investing in the girls' investment accounts as well as mine for like 90 days. I said I was gonna start back at the end of the year, or top of next year, because I just needed to get my life like a whole reset, y'all. For real. If you know, you know. Like, just going through a divorce and transition from like paying all of the bills, not having like that half or whatever. Like, yeah, I would just want to stick to my budget, do better with that. And then I also set a certain amount for my vacation budget, and I just want to enjoy my vacation, but I want to enjoy it on a budget. Like, I don't really have to necessarily splurge. And what I mean, like, I'm gonna enjoy my vacation, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you get carried away when you're on vacation and you just start getting like so many unnecessary things, like coffee at the airport, just expensive food at the airport just because you just on vacation. Like, I'd rather spend that money in whatever place that I'm in, on like the food there. So I'm just gonna be watching out for that. Child, I'm trying to, and this goes into spending time with God. I need to learn how to forgive. I don't know about y'all, but like, I don't really hold grudges too often. Now, I don't hold grudges when I get you back. Now, this was just a self-reflection. Recently, I've been challenged with really holding myself accountable to be a better person and not necessarily retaliate how I used to in the past, and like, going off, going hamburgers and hot dogs on off on people. Like, I don't really want to do that anymore because that's just not the person I want to be. So I'm really trying to be intentional about that. And I think that with not retaliating comes a lot of like holding this anger in instead of just lashing out. And it's making it harder for me to forgive because now I'm not doing like the snapping back. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, cut you off. Know that I can't trust you or whatever, and just go about it from there. So I'm having a hard time forgiving, like, and I know it's a process because there's a lot of stuff that happened with my ex's family and stuff like that, like recently, probably like 2 months ago. But I'm just like, I'm still holding on to like this anger. And the reason, like, on a daily, I don't carry the anger. I don't think about it on a daily. Like, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. But then when I do think about it, like, just randomly something might trigger me. I'm just like getting mad all over again. And I just really want to do better with that. Like, I listened to a sermon that basically talked about, like, when you hold on to that, it stops you from walking into the opportunity, walking to the opportunity that God has for you. So that is just something that I'm like, I really don't want these temporary situations to stop me from what God has for me. But it's definitely hard to let something go when you didn't say everything that you could have. Anyway, let's move on. So my next goal is to do research for Fruitful Mind. Now, I started this last month, but I really wanted to go hard after my semester ended, November 5th. And research is basically just like asking potential customers, like just learning on a customer discovery or whatever, about like, what's the common problem, what's the better solution, things like that. So that really involves like speaking. I knew she was doing that. You feel accomplished? That really involves like speaking to like 100 people. At least my goal was to do like 50 this month. And I have like 7 on the list, but that's like close friends, close people who I know. So I haven't necessarily extended my horizons to, Facebook groups, to my I Am Sarah community, things like that. So I have a far way to go, but I know it's gonna happen. So my next goal is to look for another job. So as y'all know, aside from having my I Am Sarah nonprofit and Fruitful Mind startup that I'm trying to build, I work a 9 to 5. And my 9 to 5 right now is a job in which I got 6 weeks after I was pregnant with Lila. 6 weeks after I gave birth to Lila. Higher income, pretty much raised my income to like that, tech high income role or whatever. And while the income is great, I think that it's still not what I'm passionate about. Like, I keep going for positions that are just gonna put the bread and butter on the table. And yes, that might be a survival mode that I had to do to get a job at that time, but I really just want to do better with really working. Like, I don't want to wait to get my therapy license in order to really live out my purpose. And yes, while I'm doing I Am Sarah and things like that on the side, I just feel like it's some type of way that I can combine like my love and passion for mental health, wellness, and also combine my education and experience with marketing and advertising. So I've been applying to jobs. I did redo my resume. I would love to be hired and like those mental health companies. Like, I'm not gonna name the names, but yeah, I've been going hard on applying for jobs, and that is like my top priority. I would love to go into 2023 with a new job. So yeah. And number 10. I really want to pay off half of my second lowest credit card balance. So this month I was supposed to pay off a credit card. It's October 31st. I don't know if I'm gonna pay it off. Like, it's a very low balance. However, just because I'm going on vacation and things like that. But my second lowest card, I am going to pay half of that balance off. So as y'all know, I'm working to become consumer debt free because F them student loans right now. Just right now. Like, I believe I can pay it off later. But right now, yeah, no. And my last goal is to be consistent on YouTube. And when I say consistent, I've been posting maybe like once a week. I want to get to posting twice a week, every single week, and also on TikTok. TikTok, y'all, is a whole different beast. But I think if I strategize well, I can post, 3 to 5 times, like they say it takes to become successful with TikTok. That is a lot, to be quite honest, because, you're doing voiceovers and things like that. But I think I could do it if I strategize, if I plan content ahead of time, it's just different strategies that I think I can use and maneuver my way. And I do love content creation. I think it's just a matter of trying to perfect it and things like that. And I'm not really a, dance challenge type of person. So, yeah, that might not happen. Maybe not. But yeah, so those are my goals. Laptop closed. So yeah, what are y'all goals for the month? Like, how are y'all holding yourself accountable? I did listen to a video about discipline and this morning with Eric Thomas, and it really just motivated me. I'll link it below. Just about sticking to your goals, not dying to your flesh, and I really just want to practice that this month. I'm disciplined with certain things, but I think that I can really improve in different areas of my life with being disciplined. So, yeah. Let me know your November goals in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So I'll be posting a lot more content. I'm so excited. I cannot wait till y'all know where I'm going. But yeah, see y'all.